Hi, I'm Josh from Preparedness for the Average Family, and I'm out here with the Quarantine Catholic, and we're making some radials for our Wolf River coil. You can kind of see what we got going on here with the terminals, and then making some radials. Radials, the more the merrier. So that's what we're doing out here. And if you look over here towards our desk, we've got all of our tools out, our soldering gun.
And I'm about to learn how to solder. Where's the one where we mixed the different sizes for those radials?
Oh, right here.
So we bought a bunch of different wire, and we had some leftover wire for a receive-only antenna with the Budwig from my SDR Play. And we thought, and one of my Elmers suggested, hey, why don't you use that? So look what we did. We took this thinner wire with the thicker wire, and he soldered it and then crimped it. And then let me show you the other wire we have. Thanks, Josh. I bought the 18 gauge of the blue, and then this green, which I believe is 26 gauge, and then I had this stuff left over from my SDR Play. We also had this 26 gauge of some just different colors to give it variety. All right, now I'm gonna learn how to solder. Josh is gonna show us, I've learned so much this afternoon. He's gonna show us the process of making these radials. So this is the thicker gauge wire.
18. So you always just want to make sure you line it up with the proper notch on your wire snips. Basically, you just remove the sheath, get your wire bare like this, then you're just going to twist it. And then these three wires are going to go together, twisted together, and then you're going to put a crimp like this on there, and this is sized to fit on the nuts of the Wolf River coil, so you can have more radials. And then they would just go inside of there just like that.
So we twist each one individually, or do we twist all three of those together?
So twist each one individually just to kind of make it tightened up a little bit so it's not frayed. And then you're going to take them together like this, and then twist all three, just like that.
Very good. And we want to thank Ranting Raven. She helped me pick out these. We were on a Zoom meeting, and she helped me pick out these. They fit. They're the exact size as the ones from the Wolf River coil, and they're also, I guess, marine. Is that the thing? Okay, and so that's all right. So now I'm going to learn how to solder today. Okay, I've never done this before, so you told me first thing is I need to tin the tip.
Tin the tip. There you go.
Now put it in here.
Yep, now she's gonna clean it. Okay, now she's gonna put it onto the wire itself. You're just gonna hold it in one spot. And then you're gonna start driving the wire into it. Just hold the soldering iron in one spot. There you go. Whoa. Very good.
Do we need to do the other side now? Let's see. Checked my work, and it looks like I did okay. So now what, we're gonna let it cool, and then what, we're gonna crimp it then?
Yep, so we're gonna let it cool, and then once we let it cool, we're gonna take one of these crimps, and I'll show that right now. So it should be cooled down enough, and you can see it's soldered together good.
Wow.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut a little bit off to size, and you can see how well it's soldered. It's all the way around it. Now you take the crimp, the connector, we're going to put this in there. Just a little bit more. Put it in there just like that. Take your crimpers. And crimp down on it. And you want to give it a good amount of pressure. Make sure that crimp is good. And that's that. And then we shouldn't be able to pull it out. Good to go.
All right.
And this is heat shrink, so what you do now, if it's a heat shrink crimp, you just take a little lighter or something like that, and you kind of just wave it over. You don't want to hold it in one spot because it'll burn it. You just kind of keep on doing that, and eventually this will shrink around it. And you can see it already starting to get small around the wires. That blackness is not going to hurt it at all. And then just let it cool.
Very cool.
That's that.
All right.
All right, and then when you're done, that black soot just rubs right off, see? And then there you go. You have a set of 3 radials into one terminal.
Now you're super detail oriented. Now let's show them how you've been testing it.
Okay, so the way you test it is you want to make sure that you have continuity. Continuity means you just have a circuit, a complete circuit. So I want to make sure that this crimp is good. The way you check to make sure that crimp is good, and what I mean by that is that the metal is touching the metal of this circular eye right here. So the wires that you put in there is actually touching the circular eye. What you're going to do is take one of these wires by the end. You're going to snip some of this off. And then I have a multimeter here. Any multimeter will work. Take the multimeter. I just wrap the wire around one of the leads. This is called a lead. Just like that. Turn it on to continuity. Continuity looks like a little Wi-Fi symbol. Take your other lead and push it to the pin, to the circular eyelet. When you hear that beep, that lets you know that you have continuity. So this is all connected. All of this in here, your crimp and everything, is connected now. And that's how you know.
That is too cool. We have whipped out so many radials today, and it's been fun with the colors for someone like me who loves colors, and just learning how to do that, and the satisfaction. I believe we're probably saving a lot of money too versus buying them online, and just the skill. So thanks for the knowledge transfer there. That was great.
No worries.
How long are these radials, Josh?
16.5 feet.
Okay. And the ones that come with the kit are what, like 33? Okay, and we've just been measuring out, like I said, the different AWGs, and so now we're gonna go with these thicker ones.
Just like that.
Very nice. Oh yeah, that's nice and
Yep, it's in there. Okay.
yeah, so each one of us, we're just like cranking out the radials today. We've just got stacks of them for our Wolf River coil, and then maybe some just to have for spares. I'm just really thankful because I wanted to learn this skill and just have some on hand. Very, very nice. Okay, we're gonna test this again. Too cool.
Good to go.
Good to go. Just one afternoon making radials. This one we're combining the thicker black cord with that thinner
Okay, how's everybody doing? I'm out here with the Quarantine Catholic, Preparedness for the Average Family, and we've got our radials set up here on one of my Wolf River coils. And as you can see, we've got about 12 or so different radials that we've made today coming off of the Wolf River coil, and it seems to be working really good. We've got 10 meters going right now. There's a contest going on, and I wanted to show y'all one of the modifications you can make to your Wolf River coil so you don't have to take your actual loading coil off every time. You can use your whip alone by itself and it'll be resonant on 10 through 20 meters, but you would have to take the coil off. Now, in order to prevent having to take the coil off every time, you can make a modification to where you put a jumper wire at the base here, and that's just a basic crimp, and I put it onto the base of the coil and I run it up to this wire right here. And when I take that off, I can run 40 meters once I extend the whip all the way. When I put it on, I can run 10 through 20 meters as I normally would, just adjusting the whip. So there you go. It's a simple modification. It'll save you time from taking the coil on and off.
Very nice. Very nice. And look at these radials we made today. Too cool for school. Thanks for showing us that, Josh. We've got the two-way radio GMRS. You ready to do the honors, Josh?
Let's do it.
All right, let's see what we got. He's gonna get that radio all ready for me so I can put it into a power supply and then also check some of the other stuff I bought.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Cool. How's this antenna? Oh, all right. Let's see here.
Oh, nice.
So this is going to be for the, I think I'm going to put this on the house, actually. I've got a couple. Okay, so this is the radio. Let's see if we can get you to get that all ready for me to put in my power supply.
Okay. So what we're going to do.
All right, y'all. He's going to get this all ready for me so I can use this power supply. MTC radio. It's gonna go to my MTC power supply. I got an MTC. Buy two-way radios. This is where we got the GMRS. Okay, so we got it all set. This is great. I appreciate that.
No worries.
All right.
Hi, we're back again. Just wanted to show you this cool little watt and amp meter that the Quarantine Catholic bought. It's made by Powerwerx, and it shows you your amps, the current wattage you're using, and the current voltage being put out by her Bio-NO battery that she's got here, which we have linked together going to her brand new GMRS base station radio. And as you can see, it's powering it right now. and we're using an adapter that is plugged in via power pole to run her car charger port little battery right here.
That's a pretty cool little device. I love these batteries here. All right, thank you.
Yep.